Karen tried, blocking our cabin, then froze when she saw her own outstanding arrest warrant. The forest was quiet, save for the sharp hiss of spray paint slicing through the morning air. Victoria Hensley, draped in a fur coat that screamed money, stood before our family's cabin, her designer sunglasses glinting with malice. She shook the can and scrawled "losers" across our fence, her lips curled into a sneer. My heart sank as I watched from the porch, clutching my coffee mug. This wasn't just vandalism, it was personal. For weeks, Victoria, our new neighbor, had waged war against us, claiming our cabin's rustic eyesore ruined her perfect view. She demanded we tear it down, and when we refused, she escalated petitions, complaints, and now this. I'd inherited the cabin from my grandfather, a place where my kids learned to fish, and my wife, Lena, found peace sketching the pines. Victoria, with her gated mansion up the hill, saw it as a blight on her curated paradise. She'd stormed over that morning, accusing us of trespassing on her land, though our property lines were clear. Her latest stunt? Filing a baseless lawsuit to block our access road, claiming it was hers. We were fighting it, but the legal fees were bleeding us dry. As she defaced our fence, I felt rage bubble up. This wasn't just about a viewit, it was about power. Stepping outside, I called out, "Victoria, stop!" She spun around, her manicured nails gripping the spray can like a weapon. "This dump is a disgrace," she spat, tossing her blonde hair. "You don't belong here." Lena joined me, her sketch pad tucked under her arm, her voice calm but firm. "You're on our property. Leave, or we're calling the sheriff." Victoria laughed, a sharp, grating sound. "Go ahead. My lawyers will bury you." She sprayed another word, "trash," before strutting back to her SUV, leaving the fence a dripping red mess. We didn't call the sheriff right away. Instead, we cleaned up, hearts heavy but determined. Lena, ever the optimist, suggested we check the property records again, hoping to find something to counter Victoria's claims. That's when we met Tom, a grizzled retiree who volunteered at the county clerk's office. He wasn't just a clerk, was a former surveyor who'd mapped half the county. When we explained our situation, his eyes narrowed. "Hensley, huh? That name rings a bell." He promised to dig deeper, and we left, clinging to a sliver of hope. Days later, Tom called us to the clerk's office. His desk was piled with dusty maps and yellow documents. "Your cabin's deed is ironclad," he said, tapping a survey from 1952. "But Victoria's land? She's been fudging the lines." He revealed she'd altered documents to claim our access road, forging signatures to bolster her lawsuit. It was fraud, plain and simple. But that wasn't the twist. Tom leaned forward, his voice low. "I ran her name through an old database. There's an outstanding warrant for Victoria Hensley embezzlement from a charity gala in Chicago 5 years ago. She skipped town before they could arrest her." My jaw dropped. Lena's eyes widened. Victoria, the self-proclaimed pillar of society, was a fugitive? Tom grinned. "She doesn't know it's still active. I'd bet my pension on it." We thanked him, our minds racing. This was our chance not just to save our cabin, but to end her reign of terror. We contacted Sheriff Daniels, a no-nonsense woman who'd dealt with Victoria's complaints before. She listened, her face unreadable, then nodded. "I'll handle it." The confrontation came faster than we expected. That weekend, Victoria returned, this time with a bulldozer. She'd hired a crew to block our road with boulders, claiming it was her right. The machine roared, tearing up the earth, while she stood by, sipping a latte, her fur coat pristine against the chaos. I grabbed my phone, recording everything, while Lena waved down Sheriff Daniels, who arrived with 2 deputies. The air crackled with tension as the sheriff stepped out, her badge glinting in the sun. "Victoria Hensley?" Daniels called, her voice cutting through the bulldozer's rumble. Victoria turned, her smirk fading. "What now?" she snapped. The sheriff held up a tablet, displaying a scanned document. "We need to discuss your property claims and something else." Victoria's eyes flicked to the screen, and her face froze. It was the warrant, her name in bold, alongside a mugshot from years ago. The latte slipped from her hand, splashing her designer boots. "You can. This is a mistake," she stammered, backing away. The deputies moved in, calm but firm. "Ma'am, you're under arrest for embezzlement and fraud." The crew stopped the bulldozer, watching in stunned silence as Victoria's composure crumbled. She screamed about her lawyers, her rights, but the cuffs clicked shut. As they led her to the patrol car, she glared at us, her eyes venomous. "You'll regret this," she hissed. Lena squeezed my hand. "No, Victoria. You will." The fallout was swift. The county dropped her lawsuit, confirming our road was ours. Her vandalism charges stuck, and the embezzlement case reopened, revealing she'd siphoned thousands from a children's charity. The community, once cowed by her wealth, turned on her. Neighbors shared stories of her bullying, petty complaints, threats, even trying to shut down a local farmer's market. Victoria's mansion went up for sale, her reputation in tatters. Our cabin stood untouched, a quiet victory. But the real win wasn't just her downfall. It was the community that rallied around us. Tom, the surveyor, became a regular at our barbecues, sharing stories of his mapping days. Neighbors helped repair our fence, painting over Victoria's hate with bright colors and laughter. Lena's sketches of the cabin now hang in the local diner, a reminder of what we fought for. The forest felt alive again, free of her shadow. Looking back, I realized this wasn't just about a cabin. It was about standing up to someone who thought money could buy control, who saw others as beneath her. Victoria's arrogance was her undoing, but it was our persistence in a dusty warrant that brought her down. We learned that justice, though slow, finds its mark. And we learned the power of community, of people like Tom, who quietly changed the game. What do you think? Was Victoria's downfall fair, or did she deserve a chance to make amends? Share your thoughts, I'd love to hear where you stand.